Hello everyone. I hope that you were able to use some of the things you learned in our Scribbler workshop this summer, and I thought I'd make some mini tutorials on new things that you can do with Miro. This is the first of what I hope to be several, and if you have any requests, please let me know. Also remember, before we get started, that we now have a small armada of robots and can lend them out to your school for a week or two so that you can use them in the classroom. I've already made plans with several of you, and if you're interested in joining this elite group, please let me know. So to get started with this tutorial, even though we usually do things programmatically with the robot, some kids just basically want to be able to control them from the keyboard. And this can be done. We're going to show you how. So first we're going to launch Calico, of course. Calico is up to version 2.4.2, so if you haven't already, go to calicoproject.org to download it. Now that we've got Calico, we're going to make a new Jigsaw script. Make the window a little larger here so you can hopefully see the whole thing. And we are going to use two modules. The first is Miro. The second is a module called Graphics. Graphics is used to do drawing and has many neat features. We're only going to use it, however, because its graphics window can detect keystrokes. If we detect a keystroke, we can then pass it on to a robot. So first, we're going to need a window. So we'll go here under Windows, and we'll scroll down to the bottom, and we're now going to make a window with a given title, and it's going to be 300 by 300. That will do for now. And then, of course, we're going to need a robot. So we're going to say init port. I'm going to do this using the simulator. The simulator is not perfect, but it will do for our purposes. So I'll just say the port is going to be called sim, and again, of course, you have to put that in double quotes. Then we are going to use two blocks in the Windows tab. The first is called getkeystate, and getkeystate detects whether or not a person has pressed a key. If they have, it's going to report down, and if they haven't, it's going to report up. So we're going to use getkeystate and store it in a variable which we will call keystate, because that's pretty descriptive. And the other thing is we're going to use getKeyPressed. If the key state is down, then getKeyPressed will return in a variable the actual key. So we'll just call this keyPressed. Now, we're going to repeatedly get the key state and analyze what key's been pressed. So to do things repeatedly means we need a while loop. So I'm going to find while true and put this in here. And we're going to do a number of things. Well, one of the things we're definitely going to have to do is go forward. So let's go under, let's see, it's here somewhere, and movement. We're going to go forward, and we'll say we'll just go forward at 75% power. After we've gone forward, we're going to see what the key state is. So we'll get key state. That'll store either the word up or down. And then we need to analyze that. And we're going to do something different if it's down. So we go to Control, and we're going to use our if, because that means the things inside here will only be done if this condition is true. And our condition will be that key state is down. Remember, you need double quotes for down, and a quirk of Jigsaw is to compare one thing to another with an equality, you actually use two equal signs. So if the key state is down, we then find out what key it is. And once we know what key it is, we're going to analyze it. Now, we'd like to be able to do something interesting with the robot. We're going to have it turn to the left or right, depending on what key's been pressed. There are all sorts of different things that you can do with this, but this will just give you an idea. So I'm going to use two more if trues. The first, I'm going to say if key pressed is equal to R. The second, if key pressed is equal to L. So R for right, L for left. So if it's R, we need to move, we need to turn by a certain amount. So we'll use turn by here, we'll use turn by here. If it's right, we'll turn by 45 degrees. I hope this will move it to the right. I may be off by a sign, but you'll certainly get the idea here. And this one will go negative 45. We can then save our script. We'll in fact just run it and it will save it automatically. Hopefully this is right. We'll find out momentarily. So I'm just going to call this as movement demo. And as you can tell, I've been practicing. So there goes our robot. I'm turning to the right. Ooh, it moved to the right. And now I'm going to turn to the left. And I'm going to turn to the left some more. And turn to the left some more. I realize you can't see, but I am pressing the L key just then. So that is our script. And as you can see, it's pretty easy. If you have any questions about this, please do not hesitate to get in touch. Thanks for watching.